Hey everybody, welcome to Moina Bass Fishes. I'm Jim Moina, Tournament Fishing Bass Pro. Okay, I'm on Sam Rayburn practicing for the Toyota Series tournament, and it's been a couple of tough practice days so far, and today was another example of another tough day. I really leaned hard on the Lowrance active target today, fishing deep water, trying to spot cover, brush piles, in anywhere from 5 to 40 feet. And so looking for brush piles, looking for fish in those brush piles, looking for just fish relating to bait. And I did catch some fish, but then again, it wasn't the caliber fish that's going to win you anything. The fish I was catching, and it wasn't like I caught a ton of fish either. The fish I was catching were primarily like 13 to 15 and a half inches. So by the time you catch a limit of those, maybe you catch 7 or 8 of those, call a few times, and you're gonna have about 10 and a half, 11 pounds with those fish that I caught today, which on Lake Sam Rayburn during a pre-spawn tournament is going to put you in the middle of the pack. Probably you're going to be one of the best of the losers, the best of the worst, or the worst. No, you can't even say you're the worst of the best in that with 10 and a half pounds. You're the best of the worst with that one. So I don't know. We got a couple more days of practice, so we'll just keep going out there, trying different techniques, looking at different water, and trying to break this thing down and put some quality fish in the boat. Now let me just follow up on yesterday's video where I mentioned 2 boats that sat down directly in front of me, like where we could overlap casts pretty much. Yeah, so, and they didn't, it's just rude. A lot of you guys agreed with me in the comment section. It's just rude, not very courteous. It was just practice. Why, it was two turnboats that literally they're never more than 25 feet apart from one another fishing, which was strange. I've never seen this. Don't know if these are good anglers or bad anglers. It just, I don't know, doesn't seem. I don't know. It ain't my style, that's for sure. But anyways, the point is that this is not something that's really proper fishing etiquette, no matter who you are, what the situation, especially practice. So what I want to say about this is, let's say you're the person that pulls up to a spot and somebody's sitting there. How do you handle? What if you really want to fish there, but somebody's already there? What do you do? First of all, you pull off plane well ahead of time, because you don't just wash right, pull up hard on this guy and wash a wake right into him. You pull up easy, you ease into him gently. Don't even stand up. Just shut your engine off and just tell them why you're there. And whether this boat's a local boat, just a local, not in a tournament, or if it's a tournament boat, you just tell them, hey, I was hoping I could fish this area. I found these fish in practice. Do you mind sharing this spot? A lot of times, locals know there's a big tournament going on, or if they know a tournament going on, a lot of times they'll just say, yeah, here, come on in, share it. In fact, just like 99 out of 100 times, it seems like that's the response. They have no problem. If it's another tournament angler, you strike up the conversation, and I don't know, it can go one of a couple different ways. If it's someone in the same tournament you're in, and they're already there. See, in years past, it'd be a no-brainer. You just move on. that's the luck of the draw or whatever. That guy's there. But nowadays, it seems more and more, it's especially on these ledge tournaments where the fish are tightly schooled. It seems like more and more, it's more acceptable to pull up alongside somebody, and I mean, nobody likes it. I mean, but it's just more accepting than what it used to be. And the way I look at it is, if I'm the guy that's there first, and another guy in my same tournament wants to fish where I'm fishing, he might be there before me tomorrow. I might have the better boat number on day one, but he'll have the better boat number on day two. So I generally will just not put up any stink. I mean, obviously I want the spot to myself, but knowing I might, if I share it now, maybe I can pull up on it tomorrow after he's here. So, and it's just, in a multi-day tournament like that, it just seems to work out. Just share the spot. That's, and there's really, unless if you have rules in your tournament that say, hey, if you got a marker buoy out, certain tournaments have rules. If you got a marker buoy out, you got to stay, other boats have to stay 50 yards or whatever it is. Or if you got an anchor out, then other boats have to stay away. But otherwise, but I always ask. I always strike up a conversation, tell them why you're there. Hey, I found this school of fish. And this is where I'd like to fish. And just get the dialogue going, and then don't pull up right to where the guy's casting. I've had people do this to me more than once, where I'll have a school of fish on a direct certain casting angle, and a person will come in and sit down right where I'm throwing my making a long cast with a crankbait, or so now I can't even make that I can't even make that long cast and get my crankbait down to the depth I want it, because some dude is sitting there in his boat now. So I always, strike up a conversation, figure out what his casting angle, what's he casting, which angles he casting at, because you don't want to pull up to where he's casting. So just be smart about it, be courteous about it, strike up the conversation, and that's all you can do. Hopefully, hopefully it's not going to be a big issue, but whatever. If the person says flat out no, you just try to explain to them, hey, it could be the other way around next time, where I'm the guy there and you're pulling up on me. So I don't know, if the guy, it's really, it's a judgment call at that point, and it's becoming more accepting of that, at least at the high levels, where guys will begrudgingly share spots, knowing that that's how it can work. But at a local level, it's maybe a bit different, because a lot of local tournaments are just one-day tournaments, so you don't have that leverage of saying, hey, well, tomorrow I'll be here first, and then you can share the spot with me if you want. So that leverage is gone. So it's, I don't know, that's judgment call there, but you gotta strike up the conversation. Don't just like these guys did to me yesterday. I mean, well, especially in practice, just come back at a different hour. I mean, I'm not going to sit there all day practicing on this one spot. I'm going to be there, check it out, and then move on. So maybe they didn't know. They should have known I was practicing there, because it's a wrap boat, a tournament boat, and there were no tournaments going on yesterday. So they should have been able to put 1 + 1 together to make 2, and hey, we'll go there when he leaves, which probably won't be too long because it's just practice. So anyhow, that's my thought. And one other thing I'll say is some of the comments were, "Hey, you should have took out your camera and filmed these guys." I'm like, maybe I'm not gonna do that because for one, I don't want to escalate anything. I'm down here to focus on winning this tournament, focusing on catching the fish, breaking this lake down, and doing my best. I don't want to be spending my energy. I don't want to be spending my thoughts on having to deal with these other people. Who knows what it could escalate to. I mean, I don't know these guys. Um, I've got, it says Bridgeford on my boat. It says Bridgeford on they might get back to the ramp before me, and who knows, slash my tires or something if they didn't like what I said to them or whatever. So it's just, hey, just, it sucks, but I'm just going to worry about what I need to worry about. I got more important things to worry about than these two clowns that just dumped right in front of me. Right in front of me, right? I was just working this ridge, this break, just right in front of me. I mean, if we would have casted towards one another, our casts would have overlapped. So that's how stupid it was. But, and you get a feel for how to handle these things as you get older. And for me, when I was younger, I made the mistake of being the guy to pull up, not start a conversation, and personally, it just is not. Looking in hindsight, I feel stupid about it. I feel guilty about it. So maybe this is something these guys did, and they normally don't do that. So why pull out a phone and start filming them when who knows why they had to do that? Maybe they misjudged the distance. Maybe they thought I was on something else, and it turned out I was on the same thing. But they should have known. I mean, we're so dang close. I don't know. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But if they do it to me again, then there's going to be, I don't know. I'll have to say something at some point. So anyhow, that's about it. Fishing's not good for me. This is a good lake. This is a great time of year to be to Sam Rayburn. There's big fish in this lake. Last year, I caught 11 pounder, one a little over 11 pounds here. I caught an 8-10 in the tournament. The 11 pounder was in practice. I also caught another one like 8 to 9 pounds in practice. So there's big ones here. There always is. The tournaments, it'll take 25. I'm sure there'll be a couple of bags between 25 and 30 pounds, maybe even over 30 here. The tournament's probably going to be one with like 70 pounds or something stupid like that. So I ain't seen it, but I ain't done practicing either. So over.